A new 8th-gen Intel Core laptop processor package will incorporate an AMD graphics processor. Intel Your Wired Daily Briefing. Today, rival chip makers Intel and AMD are working together to bring AAA graphics to ultra-thin laptops. Estonia suspends national ID cards as crypto keys shown vulnerable. You can now transfer money on Facebook Messenger in the UK and more. Get Wired Awake sent straight to your inbox every weekday morning by 8 a.m. Click here to sign up to the Wired Awake newsletter. Point 1. AMD and Intel announce on-chip graphics partnership. Rival chip makers Intel and AMD have announced that they will be working together to develop a new laptop CPU package with integrated graphics powerful enough to run the latest AAA games and carry out heavy-duty rendering and content creation. PC Gamer. Intel has developed a new high-speed bridge to quickly pass data between its CPU and the semi-custom Radeon graphics processing unit developed by AMD for the project, which is set to strike directly at mutual rival NVIDIA's domination of the high-end laptop graphics market. The companies say that the chip package will be slimmer than current high-performance dedicated laptop GPUs, making it easier to make thinner, lighter laptops for enthusiasts who want the best visual experience possible. Point 2. Estonia suspends national ID cards as crypto keys shown vulnerable. The Estonian government has suspended 760,000 national ID cards following a proof-of-concept attack showing that a security flaw discovered last month is far easier to take advantage of than previously thought. Ars Technica. The return of the Coppersmith attack. Roca allows the private key to be calculated using only its corresponding public key, as well as national ID cards used to vote, file taxes and encrypt documents in high-tech Estonia. The vulnerability affects security at some of the world's biggest enterprises, including Microsoft, where key cards are used for two-factor authentication. 3. You can now transfer money on Facebook Messenger in the UK. Facebook Messenger's built-in payment system will be made available to everyone in the UK in the coming weeks. Wired. The rollout is the first time peer-to-peer payments on Messenger have been extended beyond the US, where it was introduced back in 2015. It's easy to use in a chat with a friend. Press the blue plus symbol and select the payments option. When you first use it, the app asks for bank information to be entered. Visa and MasterCard are supported, and then an amount up to a maximum of £2,500 to be paid. The money is then transferred to a friend in 1 to 3 business days. In a demonstration, Facebook staff showed the system working in a matter of seconds. 4. USA approves bacterial mosquito control. Chamath. U.S. government has approved a plan by biotech startup MosquitoMate to kill disease-carrying wild mosquitoes by infecting them with a bacterium nature. The plan will see labrazed male Asian tiger mosquitoes Aedes albopictus infected with the Wolbachia pipientis bacterium and released into the wild. The bacterium will cause any eggs resulting from the males mating with wild female mosquitoes to be non-viable, as it prevents paternal chromosomes from forming correctly. Point 5. Cambridge Analytica boss promises book revealing the firm's methods. In an interview with TechCrunch, Alexander Nix, CEO of controversial political advertising firm Cambridge Analytica, has revealed that he plans to publish a book on the company's data-driven approach to influencing public opinion. Describing the company's methods as highly targeted, very personalized advertising, and that has to be data-driven. Nix also took the opportunity to criticize the liberal press and say that he regards the politics of the tech industry to be overly left-leaning. The book, tentatively titled Mad Men to Mathsmen, is to be initially published in Germany, with a UK edition to follow, but no release date has been confirmed. Point 6. Our use of language could be a predictor of stress. A new study into the relationship between speech and stress has found that tracking word use could be a better predictor of stress than people's self-reported feelings. Nature. In a study involving 143 U.S. adults, researchers found that people experiencing stressful situations spoke less, used more adverbs such as really and incredibly as intensifiers, and were less likely to use third-person plural pronouns. Moreover, these emotional tells correlated with immune system gene expression known to be associated with anxiety. 7. How to build a robot that won't take over the world. Instead of pursuing Asimovian laws of robotics or other top-down philosophical definitions of how artificial agents should or shouldn't behave, Christopher Solge and his colleague Daniel Poulani are investigating a bottom-up path, or what a robot should do in the first place, as they write in their recent paper, Empowerment as Replacement for the 3 Laws of Robotics. Wired. Empowerment, a concept inspired in part by cybernetics and psychology, describes an agent's intrinsic motivation to both persist within and operate upon its environment. Like an organism, it wants to survive. It wants to be able to affect the world, Solge explains. 8. Disney held talks to buy 21st Century Fox. Disney has reportedly been in talks to buy most of 21st Century Fox, according to a CNBC report. The Verge. The Wall Street Journal says its sources confirm that Fox boss Rupert Murdoch is open to restructuring, particularly when it comes to selling off the firm's entertainment divisions, but says that the companies are no longer in active discussions. The news indicates Disney's interest in building a more solid base of television programming as it prepares to launch its owning service. 9. Watch the trailer for the new series of Guillermo del Toro's Trollhunters. Netflix has released the first trailer for the second season of Guillermo del Toro's animated family fantasy series, Trollhunters: Den of Geek. Trollhunters follows the tale of a group of kids in the town of Arcadia, which is the front line of a secret battle between good and evil trolls. Produced by DreamWorks, the show was a breakout hit last Christmas, and the new series is anticipated to be out in time for the festive season this year. 10. Ubisoft is giving away Watch Dogs. Ubisoft is giving away its popular third-person open-world actioning infiltration game Watch Dogs for free on Windows over the next week. VG 247. The offer runs from today, November 7th, until 1600 GMT on November 13th, and if you grab the game during that period, it's yours to keep for good. You'll have to sign up for Ubisoft's Uplay digital distribution platform to claim and access your copy. Popular on Wired, Stevie Graham breaks into Barclays and HSBC for data, not money. Stevie Graham breaks into banking apps. He's very good at it. One Friday in early September, he finished getting what he wanted from HSBC, then began chiseling away at Lloyd's. By evening the next day, he'd sized up the challenge. Sitting in his humid Soho office, surrounded by screens and Diet Coke cans, he tapped out a tweet. The Lloyd's app is watertight. Clearly some brilliant security folks have worked on it. I think they've been too smart for their good, though. Is Wired 12.17 on sale. No Stephen Hawking and the world's leading scientists on climate change, rogue AI, post-Truth and Donald Trump. This month, in our 100th issue, we ask the world's sharpest minds how we tackle the greatest challenges humanity currently faces. We also meet the elite team training the world's firefighters for the next catastrophe. And visit Roman Pietzi, one of the most innovative wildlife surgeons in the world. Out in print and digital. Subscribe now and save. Podcast 342. Russian propaganda, Adidas innovation. Listen now, subscribe via RSS or add to iTunes. Get social. Follow Wired on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn and YouTube.